This is a podcast called 25 Whistles, talking football, and they all wear a whistle. Yeah, it's stupid, but what did you expect? It's a podcast called 25 Whistles. 25 Whistles.
That's how I feel. I'm about to hit a parlay this week, baby.
Okay, come on.
I've been researching and searching and urchin and ching and ing.
Because I need it, man. I need some smiles
Me
bad,
too,
dude.
me too. This is 25 Whistles, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app. Use the code BobbySports to get in on the action. Something that I found to be pretty cool, and we'll talk to a kicker because I want to know what's going on in the kicker's head. And we talked about icing and if it really works. So we'll talk to Arkansas kicker Cam Little coming up, and then tight end Luke Hasz, who broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
But this is pre.
Before he broke his
This is BC, before collarbone.
There you go.
BCB.
BC, yeah, oh man. So that's all on the way, but now let's get on over to the tittle tattle.
It's time for the stupidest name ever. It's the Tittle Tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
Set to square off this weekend in the rivalry. Where does the Texas-Oklahoma rank in your top 3 of college football rivalries?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably the top one as far as big ones go.
It's a big one.
Well, the one that I'm most interested in, nobody cares because it's just my rival.
With a boot?
Yeah, I mean, nobody cares about the Golden Boot. But if I'm just going what rivalries that are known as big rivalries, I think I like that better than Ohio State and Michigan, although I do like Ohio State and Michigan.
What's that one called?
The two teams that get way too much publicity. Bowl. The benefit of the doubt bowl, that if it's close, they get the benefit of the doubt and they go to the national championship game.
The ones that always have an easy schedule until that game?
Exactly. So I'm going to go Texas OU is 1. Totally non-biased. 2, probably Ohio State, Michigan, because it's so big and they care so much about that one. And if I were to go 3...
What about the Bamas? Well, they got something going over there.
Bama,
Like
Auburn. Bama, Auburn's really good, and there's been some really great endings to some of those games. I feel like it's been, that maybe around 6 or 7. I feel like Bama has just... But also, Ohio State was killing Michigan for a bunch of years in a row, so it's not really fair.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go, if we're only doing football... Boy, the Army-Navy is always awesome, too, because it has its own week. Whether it's the only game on.
Yeah.
And they're intense.
Yeah, and they want to fight each other in the stands.
Yeah.
Well, they're all wearing uniform,
and then
too.
they want to be best buds again afterwards because they're fighting for the same country. It's
America.
I'm going to go Texas OU at 1, though. Eddie, you?
I'm going to do the Battle of the Woods. That's Sam Houston State and Stephen F. Austin, man.
But again, that's a biased answer.
Man, that was crazy. Dude, that week was crazy when I was at school.
The Battle of the Ravine, Henderson State and OBU. And do that one, Division II. But yes.
Nah, I think the Red River rivalry is huge. Oh my gosh.
Nice job.
You can't even call it shootout anymore.
You can't. I have so many memories of working in the news and going to cover that game and just all day, dude. All day in Dallas at, I think it's the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
You have people yelling, Boomer, Sooner, Texas fight, Texas sucks, OU sucks. I mean, all day while they're eating turkey legs. It's crazy.
Deep fried everything.
Yes.
Is that the fair? You ever been?
Yeah.
We played the fair.
Yeah, we've played the fair. I mean, deep fried Fruit Loops, deep fried
Everything.
Oreos, deep fried butter, like entire horses.
And that stadium, the Cotton Bowl, is so old.
It sucks.
It's so old.
I wish they would move. It's not me in the game. I wish they'd move it to home and home series.
Yeah.
Because those places would be going nuts. I get it's half and half. It's intense. But there aren't a lot of people there compared to what the other stadiums hold. And that stadium's a piece of crap. I've been in it a bunch of times. I know it's tradition, but I don't think keeping tradition for tradition's sake is awesome. So I would like to see it go home and home because those are two fan bases that you are jealous of and you want to punch in the mouth at the same time. If I'm being honest there.
Yes.
All right, next up.
At 5-0 on the season and hosting LSU this weekend, will you start to take Mizzou serious if they win on Saturday?
Yeah, if they win, of course. But do I take them serious yet? I mean, the Kansas State win was big. The field goal at the end of the game, that's big. But, I mean, here's who they beat. They beat South Dakota, Middle Tennessee, Memphis, Vanderbilt. The Kansas State game, they won. That's a good 3-point win. Congratulations. I don't feel like they're a real 5-0 team. They beat LSU. Here's the thing. LSU doesn't have a defense. And this is a kind of team that can score 50 on LSU. So I think they can beat LSU. I don't know that at 5-0, I'm giving them the respect, and they don't care about my respect, I'll be honest with you, that I am other 5-0 teams. But it'll be interesting. LSU, if they lose another game, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna fire him.
No.
But I mean, it's gonna be really uncomfortable down there.
But especially to Missouri.
It's gonna be really uncomfortable. I mean, they almost lost to Arkansas.
Yeah.
It was a 1st and goal from the 1. I mean, they almost have 3 losses already. They don't. It almost doesn't count. But if they lose to Missouri, that will not be good for the coaching staff down there. What's the spread on that game? Because I don't think Missouri wins.
+5.5.
Thank you, Reed.
Reed's on.
Reed's already over there. Look at that.
I'm not even taking that. I'm staying away from that game.
Missouri's +5.5?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what does that mean?
That's what it says.
Yeah, if they win, yes, I'll take them very seriously. Until then, they're still Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, next.
Going to the NFL here, both going against good defenses on Sunday night. Which offense do you trust more to get a win on Sunday? 49ers or the Cowboys?
I know the answer to this.
Debo's been hurt. So that's one playmaker that if he's not back full speed, does affect the offense. Let's break it down then. Quarterback to quarterback. I would take Dak over Purdy
Experience-wise?
in every way.
Okay.
Purdy hasn't even played a full season yet. So I would take Dak there.
He's still undefeated, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Crazy. Running back.
Yeah.
McCaffrey over Pollard.
For sure.
Pollard is really good. So it is an easy one because McCaffrey's so good. He may be the MVP.
McCaffrey's been the one who's been winning all these games.
Yeah. So there. Debo versus CeeDee Lamb.
Mm-hmm. Lambs hasn't had a crazy year yet. He's got 1 touchdown in the year.
But again, Lamb is legit, and he hasn't been hurt. So I'm probably going to take CeeDee Lamb over Debo. But then you have a weapon like Brandon Ayuk, who only catches first downs and touchdowns. And
Yeah.
the Cowboys don't really have
Brandon Cooks, who is
a
that?
second receiver that is. It's going to be a good game. I would love to see the Cowboys win it.
Well, me too, obviously.
Yeah, because you being a fan. But I would just like to see a shakeup over there.
Yeah.
Then what do you think about Shanahan going against McCarthy, right? Also, because you think about the offenses, and you got to trust Shanahan.
I don't trust McCarthy.
And McCarthy's calling all the plays now.
Yeah, I know. And his time management skills, they seem to be lacking. And I don't watch every Cowboy. I watch most of every Cowboy game, but I'm not as into it as Eddie is, where he watches every second. But it always seems like McCarthy has a dumb look on his face, like he doesn't understand something.
I think that's his resting look.
I know, but I hold that against him.
Okay.
I don't know.
The RBF.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can't judge him on the look of his
RCF, resting
face.
confused face. I do, though. I always feel like he's just a little confused.
Though what I'm concerned about is his post-game speeches, like they have like these games where they just killed the team, and you'd think it'd be like, all right, let's go fire. Because man, is it Jimmy Johnson back in the day? His speeches were amazing. He came up with how about them Cowboys and all that stuff. Really pumped up the team. On TikTok, they always show the Cowboys post-game, and he's always like, hey, we did what we did. All right, okay, Lawrence, get us out of here. it's always that, and he hands it off to a player, and they're just like, come on, guys, and the player does all the hyping. So, that always makes me doubt him a
He's
little
not a
bit.
hype coach. Not all coaches are hype coaches.
I get it.
I mean, Saban's not a hype coach. I don't want to compare the two, but Saban's not a hype coach.
Yeah, a little different.
I trust the 49ers offense a little more, especially, too, because the Cowboys have lost defensively Diggs.
Yeah, but we still got a lot of power back there.
I agree, but so does San Francisco. I mean, you're talking about 2 awesome defenses.
Bosa versus Micah. Go.
Draw.
Really?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Micah.
Nice. Reed, tiebreaker. Reed?
Micah.
Rick doesn't know.
+9.
Mika.
I would go draw on that one. Okay, Kevin, last question.
Last one here. Which 1-3 team that made the playoffs last year do you think is most desperate for a win this weekend?
If the Vikings don't win, they're done. They're already done, but they're done. They're cooked, roasted, toasted. Even if another one like the Bengals, I still think the Bengals, even if they were to lose again, I still think they can be in it because Burrow's hurt. I think they can turn it. They can turn it around and be consistently great once everybody is healthy. The Vikings are going to lose all motivation. The Vikings are going to lose any sort of confidence that they had rolling over from last year, and they're playing the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. If and when the Vikings lose, it's over. Trade Kirk Cousins. Give him a chance. Send him somewhere. Send him to Atlanta. Because it ain't happening for the Vikings. Bengals and Cardinals, even if Burrow isn't healthy, this is a good opportunity for the Bengals to win the game. The problem with the Cardinals is they're playing hard. They're losing, but they're playing hard every week.
Yeah.
And how long will they keep playing hard as they're losing? Giants and Dolphins, man, that Giants game they look terrible. They look worse than they've looked in 2 years.
They look like McCarthy's face.
They do.
Don't know what to do.
RCS. They just like Daniel Jones looked terrible. Yeah. And I like Daniel Jones. But the Dolphins are, I think, based on who they're playing, the Vikings are playing the Chiefs. They're going to lose that. They're done. They're cooked. The Giants and the Dolphins, I think the Dolphins are probably going to come out and really roasty-toasty the Giants based on how bad it was last week against the Buffalo. I think the Bengals probably beat the Cardinals. But if they don't, I still believe in the Bengals. I still believe in them.
Cincinnati.
All right, Vince.
Yes. We were in Cincinnati yesterday. Yeah. All right, that is the Tittle Tattle.
The stupidest name ever. It's the Tittle Tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
25 Whistles presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app and use the code BobbySports to get in on the action. 4-game parlay. I want to keep it quiet.
You're going to whisper this or
I've
what?
been very excited. I felt really good. But this one I've done researching and searching and urchin and ching and ing too.
Searching and urchin.
And loving and loving. So this is what I have for you this week. It's 4 games.
Bones. Come on.
First of all, I call it the slam dunk. Georgia, money line over Kentucky.
Oh.
You got two teams that haven't lost a game yet. Georgia's a favorite, but like 2 touchdowns? I feel like Kentucky can play closer than 2 touchdowns, so I'm just going Georgia money line. That's the home run. You can count that one. Just put the check beside that one. I'm taking the Alabama money line at Texas A&M. And you may check the Georgia game because I think it's in Kentucky, but I'm not sure.
Sorry. No, it's in Georgia.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Hold on. It's in Georgia.
Okay.
So there we go. Alabama money line at Texas A&M. Alabama's a 1-point favorite.
Woo.
1.5, I think, when I look last. But they are going down to College Station. Alabama's a 1.5-point favorite, but I'm just taking the money line. I need that point.
Call it A&M coming off a win.
A&M coming off a win. Alabama being told they suck.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about the A&M.
Dang it.
you wanna
Shots
if you wanna
fired,
do
dude.
that,
I'm
I will
literally-
kick you in the nuts over the Cowboys all year if you want to do that.
Whoa, they're your team too, though.
No, they're your team.
And yours, since we're friends and all.
Okay, I have Washington State plus 3.5 at UCLA.
Yeah.
Crazy, they're getting 3.5 points. The guy sitting on the lines must know something I don't.
I know.
You always think that, right?
I know.
Yeah.
But Washington State plus 3.5, and then Arkansas plus 11.5 at Ole Miss. They're going to win that game.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
They're going to win that game. I take the points, but just so you know, I'll be taking the money line.
What makes you so confident they're going to beat Ole Miss?
Love. They're upset. Pittman was dropping the F-bomb in practice.
Oh, he was?
He rarely does.
The opposite of McCarthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew what his face still said. He was not confused. If you want to take the 25 Whistles parlay, check out DraftKings Sportsbook. New users can use the code BobbySports when you download the app. 21 and up in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. If you bet 10, it's 75. I bet 100, so smiles.
100 smiles.
Mm-hmm.
Bet 100 smiles.
Hey, I got dads making that bet at the football game on Saturday mornings.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I always feel bad for my friends who can't do it. They're in states.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I hate that for them.
You tell them to go talk to their legislator.
I know. I know. That story about the Utah football players getting the 1,500, the Dodge Ram 1500s.
Awesome.
Ed, have you seen it?
No. They got trucks, pickup trucks.
85. Every scholarship player on the Utah football team got a Dodge Ram 1500.
Brand new.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
What if
That-
you're
that's
so
not
if you're a
NIL?
walk on, then you just don't get
I know.
anything?
What if you're like a preferred walk-on? You're so close.
yeah.
Or the coach, like 2 weeks later, says, "We're putting you on scholarship." I can get a truck. Sucks. So, or if you're a walk-on who's getting to play a little bit now, and there are scholarship players who aren't, that's
What about the parking lot, though? Like, do you just go up and hit the button to find yours?
It's all. That's a good question. Are they all the same color?
right.
Yeah. So that's each truck's retail price is $61,000. Funded by collective donations, the trucks will be leased to each player's. So
Oh, leased.
they're not given.
Yeah, so it's that's the caveat there.
That's
every
different.
6 months.
That's different. I thought they were bought for them.
Yeah.
Still cool. But I thought they were all given trucks.
And once they leave the school, it's not theirs anymore.
Oh, well, this gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
No, it's still good, dude.
Yeah,
If
it's
someone did that to
cool.
me now, I'd be like, thank you. That's amazing.
Well, they do that to me now. It's Hyundai.
All right.
Because I have an Ioniq,
That's you,
and
not
it's
me.
awesome. But I literally thought that the group went. The headline was so misleading.
I know.
It
But
was
it's
so
fun.
misleading that I even clicked into the article, read the first 3 lines, and moved on.
Kevin just bursted your bubble right now.
I'm sad for them.
It's like a
Oh,
teaser.
man. Did you see the Mexican cartel hitman who gunned down their own boss?
No.
So
By accident?
this one dude's in the hospital, and this other guy comes in the hospital armed in Mexico, and the guys that were protecting the guy in the hospital shot him. Boom, 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 killed him. Turns out that was the leader of the cartel. He was coming to pay for the guy's hospital.
Ooh.
They killed their own boss. Now they're like it was an accident, but do we really feel like it was an accident?
Yeah, because you don't kill your boss.
According to reports, Sinaloa cartel gunmen, the sons of infamous drug lord Joaquin El Chapo gunman, are thought to have been at the hospital guarding another man who was receiving treatment. When an armed man walked into the clinic, the henchmen opened fire on him, thinking he was coming to the facility to finish the man off they were guarding, when in fact it was their own boss, L22, coming to pay for the man's surgery. As a result of the blunder, 4 people died on the scene, including one of the hospital's doctors. After the smoke cleared, there was one more casualty, one of the inept gunmen who, upon realizing their horrendous mistake, shot himself to avoid whatever they were going to do to him. Daily Star.
I just don't understand this life.
Crazy. That's crazy.
And at some point in the cartel world, like, there has to be a new leader. So how does that happen? You know? So I think the way to tell if this is an accident or not is if those 4 guys live.
Well, the one's dead.
Right. But I mean, the ones that shot or were there.
If one of them wants to be the leader?
Correct.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, there's always one on the rise. So sometimes when this happens, it's so they can have somebody
I
else
felt
take
that
over.
Too. It felt a little fishy than just, I don't recognize him. Da, 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 da.
How do you not know, too?
Yeah, it could have been like he was hired by somebody else to take him out by accident. but
That's
there's
why I
another
don't
guy
run a
here to take
cartel.
over.
I don't want to be, I'm always suspecting.
That's
crap.
the reason.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Sure.
I get it.
Otherwise, I'd be running a cartel like crazy.
Yeah.
You'd be great at it.
Oh, man, I would be great. I would just be nervous. Oh, this is kind of like a cartel.
The show?
Yeah.
It's a wholesome cartel.
Yeah.
We're all like, yeah, boss.
Yeah.
man.
Somebody's trying to always take me down.
Arkansas is definitely going to win, boss.
I see you have your glove on again.
Of course.
Eddie's got a South Carolina glove, a Cincinnati hoodie, and a Dallas Cowboy hat.
I know. One of the dads.
He's like the land of misfit toys.
Dude, one day I went to the football game on Saturday morning with like Arkansas hat, and I think I had a South Carolina shirt and a Vandy shorts. And one of the dads is like, I don't understand what's happening here. And I had to explain to him, like, we just go to these schools and they give us stuff.
I have a whole backpack full of clothes from Cincinnati yesterday, and they hooked us up more than any other school has. I don't know what to do with all the clothes. There's like 8 shirts, 4 pair of shorts. There's good stuff, a hoodie, but I don't know. I have every brand, every school.
Is your wife giving you pressure to like, hey, you can't keep all these?
No,
My wife's for sure giving me pressure.
she makes fun of me when I put the uniforms on.
The full pads?
Yeah. So, but we had a great time, and that episode will come out in the next couple weeks. But with that, so Arkansas is up now. Kansas State will go up next week. Then after that will be either Cincinnati or Western Kentucky.
Let's go.
Hopefully, depending on who wins the games.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We really don't want to put them out after they lose a game.
Right.
But we want to do the Arkansas one this week because Luke Hasz got hurt. I do want to play this too because I always think inside of a kicker's head is very interesting. This is Cam Little. Cam's originally from Oklahoma. He's a junior this year. He was one of the All-SEC members. He had a 50 and a 52-yarder last weekend. They lost, but he crushed.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You can follow Cam on Instagram at Cameron G. Little. And I'm going into an agreement with Cam. Cam works with an organization that works with people with special needs, and he donates for every field goal he makes out of his own pocket. And so I told him I'd match whatever he donates.
That's so cool.
So we're going to do that. Cam, great kid. Had a really great time with him. I still sucked kicking afterward. But here he is, Cam Little. Just generally, you're cooler than I thought a kicker would be. Like, you're a little more normal. Because every time we talk to a school, even NFL teams are like, yeah, the kicker sits by himself. He's kind of quiet. At UCF, they put the kicker in a whole different room, in the locker room.
Really?
Stuff.
Yes. And so, like, I don't know, you're like normal. We're a little surprised. You're like an athlete.
Yeah, I guess it just comes from growing up playing soccer. I think soccer really gave me my confidence. I was always good with free kicks and penalty kicks, so I didn't like feel any pressure like talking to people. I guess if that pressure kind of equates to like life. And I've always had like a really outward personality. I've never been like really shy. So I can literally talk to a brick wall. You can ask any of the guys in the locker room. I can talk to myself the whole time.
We walk off. He just keeps talking. You say you don't feel pressure, or you didn't then. But what about pressure in high school? Let's remove Arkansas from it.
Yeah.
In high school, when you're kicking, what's the most pressure-filled kick you had?
I'd say my last kick, it was playoffs against our rival school, Westmore High School. I never had a game winner in high school. Never really had a chance to kick one. Didn't really get the opportunity. But my last game I ever played was against our rival high school, Westmore. We were sophomore, and it was a 48-yarder. And I actually, first kick of my whole high school career was a 48-yarder. And my last kick of my high school career was a 48-yarder. I made both. So pretty cool little story there. But that's not even the most pressure play I've had. It was actually a fake punt against A.J. Green in high school. I threw it for like 34 yards. I had like 60 yards passing one game.
You threw it?
Yeah, and it was a fake punt, and I made it happen. So a little nervous for that, sitting in the backfield with guys that were a lot better than our team at that time.
In high school, you were the kicker, obviously, but did you play at other positions too in high school?
Just punter and kickoff. That's all I did.
Oh, you were a punter as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you needed to punt here last minute, let's say there was some disease that hurt everybody's right leg that punted, they were like, Cam, get in.
I'd be excited to, yeah. I used to love punting. I was better at punting than I was at kicking for a little bit, but ended up, obviously kicking in college. Whenever
you get iced, does that really affect you?
Not really, no. I don't think I've ever felt, I've never really understood the whole ice thing. You can ask a lot of kickers that, and they really will say the same answer. Like, a timeout just gives you more time to think about it in general. If you're sitting back there and you're a little nervous about it, and they give you a timeout, well, you got a whole nother 25, 30 seconds to think about it and really calm your nerves. So
that time's not toxic to you?
No.
But do you try to expect the ice?
No, I try to go out there like I'm about to kick the rep. You never really want to expect ice, because if they don't,
they could reverse ice you.
Exactly. If they don't ice you, you're not ready to go.
They could heat you.
Yeah.
They could fire.
The opposite.
Heat, fire you. Yeah. Have you seen Minnesota? They put the gopher down on the kicker. Have you seen that?
I have. I was watching a video on Twitter the other day and saw the opposing team, and they threw the gopher up on the big screen, and I was like, dang man, that'd be
staring right at the kicker. When did you feel like that if you worked on this specific skill, you could turn it into a college and possibly a pro career?
It was like sophomore summer going into my junior year. That's when I really got to kicking more than I did soccer. That's when I fell in love with it more than I did soccer at the time. I felt like I wasn't going to have a career in soccer as much as I was in kicking. I wasn't going to get as much scholarship money and as much opportunity in the soccer world as kicking world. So that's when I kind of made the transition. I was like, I'm putting all my marbles into kicking, and hopefully it works out, and thankfully it has.
Most pressure you felt here at Arkansas kicking a ball and watching it go through? Like, talk to me about the pressure, and then as it goes through, is it relief, or is it like, I knew I could do that?
It's kind of both. Actually, the most pressure situations I've felt is usually when our team is down by 3 or we have a chance to go up 3 in a really tight game. So like Ole Miss freshman year, we were either tie game and we had to get 3 points. That's the most pressure I've ever felt on a kick. It was a 51-yarder.
Do you feel your heart like in your neck?
You can feel it a little bit, yeah. And it's mainly the crowd's adrenaline that's kind of wearing off on you. You kind of get a little more distance on your kick, but you kind of have to learn how to control those nerves and adrenaline a little bit more in those scenarios. So mainly when our team is at a tied position, that's when it's kind of like, okay, we need to put our team ahead. I want to keep our momentum rolling.
Do you ever go, Coach, let me kick. Don't go for it on 4th.
In my head, I do, but I don't say it out loud. There's a couple opportunities where I'm like, all right, man, let's go out there. Obviously we want that, but we'll take the attempt if we need it.
What's the longest kick you've ever made in practice?
I hit 60 twice this fall camp. Wow. I've hit a 61 before in like a last minute scenario, but 60, I think I've hit that 3 or 4 times before here, but past fall camp I hit it twice.
What's the most the coach would put you in to kick, your max?
Up to him, really, but if we had a win behind me, I think we could go, like before half scenario, I think we could go 62, maybe 63, kind of seeing that.
You feel like in the kicking space, because some of these kickers, they kick to their like 80, so it's hard to break in. We have a good buddy who was a deep snapper.
Yeah, he was mentioning Matt Overton.
Yeah, for like 15 years.
I think it's, once you get to that level, your first like 2 or 3 years, they say your rookie season as a kicker is the hardest thing to do, because that's when you either can make it or they're going to cut you. Kind of like a good scenario is Cade York for the Browns. He had a decent little rookie year, and just this past offseason couldn't put it together, and he ended up getting waived. So that's a good scenario. And you see Evan McPherson for the Bengals. Had a great rookie year, had a great second year, and now he's going in his 3rd, 4th year, and probably going to sign another 4-year contract after that. So those, like you said, those first 2 or 3 years in the NFL or in college can really, determine how your career is going to end up.
Do you feel like you have the skill set at some point to take it to the next level?
I do have that confidence in my leg. I've kicked around a lot of guys that are going to that NFL level, and I feel like I can match up pretty well with them at some points. Obviously, they're NFL veterans, so they're going to have a lot more time under their belt and skill, but I think eventually I can make it to that point.
I ran a 40 and 4.8.
Really?
That's the question, yeah.
No. I'm running like a 5.50,
Exactly.
5.1.
That's what I
Exactly.
ran.
Exactly. So this is what happened. So I had posted the video of us kicking at Vanderbilt, and Eddie is a pretty good kicker, and he's like, well, it's because I'm Mexican. And I'm like, I don't know the difference. I don't know anything about kicking. He's like, it's in my blood. And I'm like, well, I don't. And I said, I don't know how to kick, and I was kicking like this. And so I got a text from going, was that serious? And I'm like, what do you mean, was that serious? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, that's. So I said, then why don't you teach me how to kick?
There we go.
I'm kind of lost. I don't even know if you can teach me how to kick because my form, as you've seen, is very, let's call it Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown
Straight
style.
on.
Yeah, straight on. So do we need to stretch as a kicker or do we do it totally tight?
You can get stretched to your best of your ability, and I'll take you through a little more if you need it.
All right, so feet together down.
Okay.
We do, we go full
got
7th
Bobby
grade.
leading the stretch now.
Full 7th grade.
Can you touch your toes?
No, never.
You can't?
No.
How about touch your palms?
Oh my God.
Come on.
That gave me a hernia, him doing that. Have you always been flexible? Is it? I imagine that's an important part of the
so
job.
I really wasn't, like, my hips weren't that flexible when I played soccer, but like as soon as I started kicking, that was a big thing, was getting your flexibility down. So if we go wide, we get to elbows all the way to the ground.
I thought feet together down was a big step.
Cam, you have insurance on your leg?
No, I don't. I probably need to look into that, don't I?
Do you have health? You have health insurance at all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Okay. Now what?
Let's get some kicks in. So we'll go some dynamic warm up, maybe a little toy soldier stretch.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Let's give you a little PAT action. Let's see what you can pull off.
Okay.
here.
I will do my style, 1950s, Jack Dempsey. Do you measure it?
I do. I go 3 steps and 2 to the side, but
I'm just gonna go 3 back.
yeah, just see it. No steps to the side here.
1, 2, 3 and a half and 3/4.
Okay. Okay, a little
then-
extra.
And no side.
A little extra.
Here we go.
Get there. Oh. Okay, a little short. We got, let's get one more. Let's get one more one thing. Come on.
Okay.
You know how to set up the ball?
Nope.
Come on, let's teach you. So we put the laces obviously out toward it.
Ace
We'll go
Ventura.
right here.
Laces out, buddy. Do you want to kill your snapper if they give you laces in?
Sometimes,
Your-
but he
your
never
holder?
does,
Yeah.
thankfully.
Amen. Okay, one more the wrong way, and then I'm gonna learn how to do it right. All right, here we go, boys.
So we're at 5 steps now. We've lengthened it a little bit.
7
6 steps now, 7.
7. I'm gonna go back.
That's a kickoff.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, that is not effective. So now it's time to learn how to do it for real.
All right, let's give you a rep. We'll see.
Was that good?
No good.
Wasn't good? No, I mean, was
Last
the
step
kick
was
good?
a little long.
No good.
Oh, okay.
You lost some power because your last step was a little long.
All right.
So here's how I like to do it.
Cam, you want it straight up like that?
Yeah,
Not
I do.
angle
So
back?
I don't like angle back. You really want the sweet spot of the ball. It's about 1/3 of the way down. You want to catch that inside panel just a little bit. This gives you the best sweet spot. And you really like, obviously he's got a different kicking technique.
We can say wrong.
We can get,
My
we want to hit
technique
that,
is wrong.
we want to get that hard part of our bone. We want to get that foot locked out about right there.
Bones, you hear that right here?
Yep, right here.
You're supposed to hit the ball there?
Yes,
Yeah.
dude, you're hitting it right here.
It's the hardest part of your foot. So I like to set it up straight up and down. I don't like it, if it's anything lean back a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. But
Laces out. For
yes, laces out. We don't want to kick the laces. That ball's gonna go straight left. And I take 3 steps back,
2, 3,
line it up, keep it straight.
1.
1, 2, and 3.
3.
So most people take 3 steps back and 2 to the side.
Okay.
I learned when I was in high school, I just took 3, kind of kept my rhythm better. Get in my stance, do a little shoulder shimmy, kind of like Kevin Durant does on his free throws. And I'm
What do
gonna
you think about right there? Like, what's in your mind right now in a game?
Right now in a game, I pick out an aiming point on the uprights, look at the holder, look at the spot, give them the nod, and after that,
They go
you
on
blank
your
out.
nod. Got it.
After that, you shouldn't be thinking about your technique at all when you're in a game like that. You should be thinking about, okay, I've done this a million times. Muscle memory should take over at that point. I like to take a jab with my left foot, a step with my right, and I'll plant and kick. So it looks like this. It's nice and controlled. Just one of these.
That's perfect.
So you
Is
can
that
do that
not-
right now. You got it? You got it?
Was that not what mine looked like?
Yours stayed like 4 feet above the ground.
I couldn't tell whose was whose.
But like more so on the steps.
But I guess for me is when I kick it, it's supposed to. Like,
Yeah. Get that foot
Like
right
go,
there.
do it slow. You don't have to kick it hard, but do
Okay.
it slow motion. Just from
So
the.
plant foot's here,
Yep.
and you want to go right there. So it's like,
That was no steps.
That I feel like that was talking trash. Like, nice guy, but I feel like that was talking trash. Yeah. Okay.
but we can, if you want to stick with your technique,
No, I don't.
I can
don't.
teach you a better way
no,
to stick with your technique.
I want to do it right because I'm tired of being made fun of.
All right.
So-
Let's see. Let's give you an attempt at it. Let's see what we're working with first. So we got line up behind the ball. Yep. You can take your steps like that.
It really doesn't matter, so I'm just
Okay.
going to go over here.
Okay.
Okay.
See? Perfect. Look at that. You already know you're 3 and 2.
Okay, so
Start with that right foot back a little more. There you go. Okay, yep. Athletic position. Take a step with the left.
with the left.
Yep. Step with the left. Yep. Then a step with the right. Obviously a lot longer, but
Really?
yeah.
Oh, they're like
so it's like
strides.
here. So it's like boom, boom. It's like
Three.
you're running
Oh, it's
into
just
the ball
1,
a
2,
little
3.
bit. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3. Perfect.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Why did he laugh so hard?
We're spiraling. We're punting. We're punting off the tee.
I feel personally insulted after that laugh. Oh, that hurt my groin, man.
I think you could do better with 3 steps straight back.
I don't.
Look at
I
this.
need to learn how to do it like the real guy. What did I do wrong there, except for everything?
I think if you run into the ball a little harder, that'll help.
Okay.
I think so. We can mix the techniques too. I think you might be better if you catch the ball about right there.
All right.
Because that's what it looked like earlier.
Okay.
So if you go instead of a little wider, you go about right here and go straighter, that might pay off for you.
He's giving me training wheels, and you know what? I appreciate that. So run through it.
Yeah. Yes, that's good. That is better. That's good.
Okay. Stop saying it was short. It's an improvement. It's a moral victory.
That's good. That's the rotation we need. Look at that.
All right.
That's second kick. 3rd time's a charm. Here we go. Oh, okay. See, we wrapped our foot around that one. That's where we're going left. Swing straighter.
Does that at least look cool? No. God dang. Okay.
Kicking is like a golf swing.
Let
It's a good equivalent.
me get one more.
Going. So 3 back.
Yep.
2 side.
Yep.
You're gonna go straight on, and you want to follow through as straight as possible.
But we're
So there. Instead
straight
of
up.
here. Yeah. Instead of low left, we want to go straight up. So it's straight.
all right. I got to make one of these though.
Here we go. The straight run on, the straight run up was doing better for you.
Okay.
Right there. There you go. I like that. Heads up. Oh, that's good though. See how I pop on it? We just got to get that rotation down. You got it. You're going to make one of these.
This is stupid.
You're getting there. Stupid, kind of.
Good thing you're fast.
So I can just run out of the stadium when I miss. He's like, good thing you're fast. I just go home.
your ass
I leave the press conference and everything.
Hey!
Go! Nice! The Razorbacks win!
I don't know how to do the jump. I was totally awkward. Like I was like, what do I do? So if we recreate it, we'll do our backs to each other. Okay. Congrats so far on a great career.
Thank you.
You represent us, Arkansans, super proud, and looking forward to a great season.
Awesome.
Stay healthy. There he is,
Thanks for
this
letting me
dude
teach
right
you.
there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thanks to Cam Little. That's awesome. Could you be a kicker? Are you mentally strong enough?
Probably not. I mean, I'm not physically strong enough to be a kicker.
mentally though.
Like both of them, I'm not strong enough. No.
The NFL is going strong. DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking up new customers with an offer that's even stronger. Bet $5 on any game this week to score $200 instantly in bonus bets. And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of a sweetener offer every game this October. Get in on the game day greatness. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. And if you do, please use the code BobbySports. It helps us so much. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet $5 on the NFL. That's it. That's what you do. That's the code BobbySports, only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, Louisiana, 21 and up. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Okay, so let's do our locks.
Got it. Locked. Ooh, locked up.
That's what that is.
Locked up.
Or pinky promises. What do we call them? Everybody calls them a lock.
Oh yeah, we should come up with something different. Pinky promise though.
Yeah, I like that. So it's like so the difference.
Little pinky promise.
Yeah. What's that? The toot?
The toot. Oh. Like a horn?
So the whole point of a lock is like
It for
lock
sure is
it
gonna
up.
hit. Yeah, it's for sure is gonna hit.
For sure gonna hit. Lock it up.
It's locked in.
So
But it's very cliche
Right.
in the gambling world. Like that's like a 1989 saying.
yeah.
And we say it because it's always been said. It's fine. It's fun. That's a lock. And I started saying the pinky promise because it's the opposite. It's not masculine at all. We can, you know,
Like put a stamp on it.
oof.
That's kind of older than a lock, I think. Put a stamp on it. What's like a modern, like, you know, on social media, like post it.
Post it.
I give up.
No cap.
No
That's
cap.
too
That's
much.
just
Too
stupid.
much.
Send it.
Like put it in the safe
Send
and
it.
spin it. Spin it in the safe.
Spin it.
Nah. I don't know. Here are the ones we promise. I mean, even the promise is funny.
Promise. Here's
we
promise.
We promise.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. We promise. Do you have the counts of what everybody owes? Because we haven't paid anything yet.
Yeah, and I do have this.
That's the bucket of money.
We got a jar.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. We promise, and if we miss, we have to pay. This is us penalizing ourselves.
We promise.
We promise. All right, Kevin.
I promise they're going to get back on track this week. We promise. The Bengals -2.5 at Arizona.
You think they run them?
I do. Not really, but I'm going for it. I
Oh, you
promise.
just promised.
It looks good on paper. For
Yeah, so I'm going to go with that one.
sure. Okay, Eddie.
Man, you were talking about Minnesota having to win. I just don't think they're going to beat the Chiefs. And so you're talking Minnesota versus Taylor Swift. Give me the Chiefs. The Chiefs -4.5.
That's crazy.
The Chiefs -4.5. I promise.
I would say a very motivated Chiefs team too, because they barely beat the Jets.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, do they suck now?
Mahomes got to stop throwing that ball the way he did
I saw
last week.
they didn't cover because he, slid.
Yeah. I love the videos of everyone watching going like, why'd you do that?
Man, that sucks. Okay, you promise?
I promise.
Okay, Reed.
Have I won one yet?
Doesn't matter, Reed.
No.
Reed, we just bounce back and go again. What do you got, Reader?
I promise Mizzou +5. It was +5.5 like 10 minutes ago, but it just changed.
Mizzou +5 playing
LSU.
LSU. Okay.
Is that because we were talking about it earlier?
100%.
I promise Arkansas +11.5.
You promise?
Yeah.
You
I
feeling that
promise.
one?
Yeah, I promise that one.
Okay.
We're at Ole Miss.
A lot of cowbells.
No, that's Mississippi
Oh,
State.
that's Mississippi State. That's right.
Mississippi
That's
State.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
I promise. Now, freshman phenom Luke Hasz. We talked with him. Again, you can watch our show, Too Much Access. You can see the video of us. Luke was the one that let me wear his pads. It turned into us wearing pads.
It's
with
like
all
a
the
thing
teams.
now.
Yeah, I was like, can I wear your pads? And he's like, yeah, I don't care. So I put them on, and then now we wear the pads. People.
You also drank his drink.
Well, it was his drink, but it was unopened.
Okay.
Kevin brought me one, and it said Luke's name on it, but he didn't know it. It was just with the waters, and I was like, oh.
And he was like, "Don't drink that, man. That's got like
Yeah, it's got all
It's
kind
like
of
Space
amino
Jam juice,
acids,
dude.
Yeah, all kind of stuff. So Luke enrolled early in the spring and was having a great freshman year. I mean, he had a 100-yard game, 2 touchdowns. He chose Arkansas over schools like LSU, Alabama, USC, and a bunch more. You can follow Luke on Instagram at Luke Hasz, Haszz. He broke his collarbone. Not playing right now. It sucks, but here he is, Luke Hasz. This guy here is huge and young. Are you 19?
I am 19.
This is stupid. He's a 19.
He can't even buy beer.
He's a gladiator at 19 years. Look at this.
Crazy.
So the announcers, I believe, in the first game were saying your last name wrong. How do you say your last name?
Has.
Oh, they were saying it right.
Take away the Z. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I
guess
say
that's
it
right.
wrong.
Do you have to tell everyone first, like this is how you
I
pronounce
say
my
Luke.
last
I say
name?
Luke Hasz.
Most of the time. He's mostly Haas.
Dude, now you know.
No, I think I said Hasz.
Right. So you said it wrong.
What
No, that's right. You got it.
Dude,
right.
this is who's on first. Who's on first? I'm on third.
Hold on a second.
So, when did you get to be so robust? Like, what age were you bigger than everybody else?
I've always been a little bit bigger, but I'd say I was always a basketball player. So once COVID hit, me and my brother actually pushed me to get a lot bigger because he was a lot stronger than I was. And then after that COVID, I think I gained like 20 pounds during COVID.
Did you lose speed?
No, because I was still doing my basketball drills. My basketball drills is what's helped me most with football.
And so you're listed as a tight end, but as I watch you play, I mean, you're off the line more than I think you were on the line so far that I've seen you. How would you describe the position you play?
I'd say it's really diverse, especially with the offense that we got this year with the Coach Enos. He allows us to run a lot, and that's what I was looking for in an offense, and him coming here was just a huge blessing.
You were in high school playing ball last year. Dude, he's playing high school ball last
Crazy,
year,
man.
and here he is making an impact. The first pass that Arkansas threw the entire season was to him. I texted him after the game. I was like, dude, the first pass of the whole season was to you. And I was like, did you know it was coming? And he was like, I felt like it might come. But you're 19 when you got 22, 23, 24-year-old men across from you. Are they so much bigger, faster, and stronger than what you're used to?
I'd say for sure, but coming in here this January definitely helped.
Coming early?
Getting to go against people like that, and then even in January, the Under Armour game was a big advantage for me, getting to go against guys that are just a lot bigger and faster, but the technique and stuff, that's what matters when you go against guys like that.
How tall and how much you weigh right now?
6'3", maybe.
Same.
240.
Yeah, I'm 235 probably. I'm probably 6'2", 235. As I'm next to him, has there ever been more of a line? That I'm slowly like sucking in my wind and spreading out. So you come over here, you're an Oklahoma boy. You grew up in Oklahoma. How in the heck did you end up at Arkansas?
Well, my sister came here and my aunt came here, and then Coach Pittman being from Oklahoma definitely helped, and the relationship I've built with him since I started getting recruited by them just kept on going, and I've loved every part of it. And there's a lot of Oklahoma people on this team, including that one.
Number one, who's that?
AJ.
What's up, AJ?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, buddy.
Good conversation.
Yeah, but we go way back. You were the number one recruit out of Oklahoma. I was reading all about you when you were in high school. What kind of pressure is there to stay in state? Because you got two massive schools there, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. I imagine everybody at school's like, yo, what are you doing?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of pressure, especially in high school. All my teachers wanted me to go to Oklahoma and stuff, but growing up, I was never an OU or OSU fan. I was always Arkansas just because of my sister and my aunt. And my dad played at Tulsa. My mom played tennis at Tulsa. So, I mean, I didn't really ever think about wanting to go there, but I just knew that this was going to be home, especially just like the vibes I got here coming like in the summer, in the past couple of years, just with the teammates. It's been really good.
Is it pretty cool to walk around and everybody be like, that's Luke Hasz, like he plays football? I mean, you get treated, is it pretty cool?
To be honest, I don't look at that stuff.
No, yeah, I would.
No, I really don't.
I would live it. It'd be awesome, dude. I would not stop walking around. I was like, but Zion, I'm Luke Hasz.
Especially in college, man.
I wore my jersey with no helmet. I wore my jersey to class in case they didn't know. They would know. That's pretty. Do you get all the gear you want? Like pretty much all the athletic clothes you want?
I mean, they provide us with
That's what I'm
everything
saying.
we need.
Like if you need like underwear, coach.
Always.
Yeah. You call your coach always for underwear? Because I would.
That might be kind of weird.
Okay, that would be weird. Yeah. Okay, so you playing tight end, sort of a receiver, sort of an H-back position. It requires you to block and to catch balls and to actually run with the ball. So you have to have a skill set that's pretty varied, and you got to be good at multiple things. What to you is the hardest part of your job?
I'd say the hardest part of my job is understanding the defense and having good leverage on blocks, because like me, I don't weigh as much, so every time I'm going against someone, I have to give 100% and just be as violent as possible because of the size difference. But I think Coach Turner's helped me tremendously with footwork and like my hand placement, and it's made it a lot easier.
You don't weigh as much,
But you're huge.
but you're like a monster.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a lot of really big guys on this team.
So would it be like me going against you, but I would be you, and then you would be them?
I guess that's a good way to put it.
That's
You're not that small.
No, not not that scrawny. So let's do a couple drills here. You teach me how to show me how to block, like what you do as a blocker.
Gotcha.
And
Great.
don't hold back.
No,
All
do
the
hold
way.
back. No, we're not. We're going like
All the way.
10% speed.
All the way, dude.
Because I'm curious. Because again, we can do all the receiving drills all day long, but I'm curious at what you have to do as a blocker.
Gotcha.
So walk me through. I'm lining up. I'm going to play defensive. Let me play tackle. Or let me play an end. Like a stand up
Play
end.
end.
Okay. So I'm
running.
gonna stand up end.
Gotcha.
So you just say 1, 2, 3. I'll react and I'll go slow, and you show me what you're doing if you're blocking. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Eddie, you're not running the ball, dude.
Touchdown for me.
Okay, so with that, when you say leverage, so I saw your feet.
It's all about
It was
the
a
first
lot
step.
of footwork. So walk slow motion me. I break to the outside here.
So that first step, you're gonna go 2.
and you're trained. That first step is always out.
2.
Okay.
Like an angle.
Boom.
Second step, right to his crotch.
Let's do it again then.
Now that you know that.
I'm like, well, but I'm gonna protect myself. I do it backward because I don't want to get hit there. All right. So, but then you're staying low. Is that so? It keeps you low.
Yeah, you gotta stay low, and then also a big thing is putting your head where you want it to be. So if we're running, plays going outside me like on that play where he just scored.
Yeah. He didn't score. That's not
He
a real
didn't
play.
score?
That's not a real play.
You must have
You're an idiot. Go ahead.
Missed it. 6 points.
Not you, Luke. Go ahead.
So on that play, I want to keep a tight outside target because I want to get you pinned and washed down that way.
Okay. So what if I'm going in? So I'm in, but I'm going to stunt with this guy. I'm going in and he's coming out. So forget him. You got me. If I'm coming in, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm in.
I'm going to take the exact same steps.
So you just seal it.
Mm-hmm. The exact same steps every time.
These guys that are so much bigger than you, I would assume the leverage that you're talking about has to be low and strong.
Yes,
because
sir.
if you're straight up, they're probably, because they know where they're going, you don't.
How do you protect the spin though? Like, say you trying to.
Are you going to keep trying to get me hurt?
No. Like.
Okay, I'll spin slow.
Slow. He doesn't need you to do it slow.
No, I need me to do it slow. So if I got boom, I'm going to spin to the outside, turn.
Just got to keep good hands. Good tight hands.
Hands? On a big dude? I feel like I would be like this. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So now, let's say you're gonna release or like a screen. Let's say we're running a screen, right? So you got to block me for a second, right?
Yes.
Before you then react. So how long would you block? Let's say I'm coming in 1, 2, 3. I'm here.
1, 2, 3.
So you count it in your head.
Usually about 1, 2, 3 steps, and then get out. And we always have a certain area, like a landmark, we have to get from. Most of the time, it's like 4 to 5 yards. We have to be in a certain area, so KJ knows exactly where to throw it every time.
Do you trust that you would be exactly where you should be, even if his eyes were closed?
Yes, because we rep it so much in practice that no matter if he can't see or not, if he throws it, we're supposed to be there, and if we're not there, it's our fault.
What's KJ like as a quarterback and as a leader?
He's awesome. As soon as I got here, he's a great leader, like by example, but he's also been a great vocal leader, getting us going, like if we have a bad day, making sure we're on top of stuff. And then in the off season, we'd come up here at least once a week and work on our routes and just timing and stuff, so it'd be good for the season.
What's your favorite route when they call it?
Probably a thumb route.
Is he messing with me?
You do one of these.
You do that against the guy? You line up against the end and thumb wrestle? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Luke declares thumb war, and then let it be. Show me what's a thumb route.
So you're running, and you want to sell a post with your eyes, and stick and run and chase.
So post to corner?
Mm-hmm. And then there's 2 posts on the outside, and we want to chase the heels of the outside post, and then KJ will throw it right there.
Let's line it up. Throw me one.
Wow. That sounds complicated.
Yeah, but I run. Some people call it the thumb. I call it the ring finger. Little route I've specialized in.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Go.
Right there. Go. Oh God. Yeah,
Right.
Give me one more route. What are we gonna do here? Oh, can I wear your pads?
Yeah, go for it. All right, ready, go.
Oh, we're 1 for 1. I don't think that's supposed to happen like that, Eddie.
Go. Go.
Good throw. Dude, we're super happy to have you here.
Thank you.
It's gonna be huge, and I need to go and
take a shower.
Yeah.
Ice bath.
Yeah.
Ice bath for sure.
All that stuff.
Okay. Everybody feel good?
Feeling good.
Promises.
Making our promises, doing our interviews. I need the Bears to win a game.
Why? Oh, yeah. You're Survivor.
Yeah. No. I bought them in our general manager league where you have a team. We have 6 teams. And if they win, cool. But if they lose, you owe a bunch of money. And I took the Bears as my last pick. I thought, because there were no teams left. But I took the Bear, and they have not won a game. It sucks. Right. Oh, they played last night? So when you hear this, hopefully the Bears won last night. And if they didn't, God dang it. Sucks. Come on. Do it for Justin Fields. Hey, great game last week. Eddie, I hope your Cowboys win. That's the game of the weekend on Sunday.
That's the game of the week, man. It's a big one.
Cowboys and Niners. I mean, the big games this week on Saturday probably. I mean, the Notre Dame Louisville game's good. The Mizzou LSU game's good. The Bama A&M game's good. The Washington State UCLA game's good. There are a lot of interesting games happening this week. I like that. Did I miss any of the big ones college-wise?
Well, obviously the Oklahoma and Texas.
Oh, that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
And I love that it has to be on Fox because they have that game and it's at 11.
Bright and early.
So that game's fun to watch because whoever loses, I'm kind of like, I got to be careful what I say. My wife's a big Sooner fan, and I do root for Oklahoma, especially in softball. That my Tulsa show that I'm doing, because I was with Patty Gasso, the head coach at Oklahoma, a couple days ago, and so I think she's going to come out to the show.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
I
Cool.
think so, yeah. Hope I'm not blowing up her spot or anything, but I was like, you should come, and she's like, okay, I'm coming. So that's it.
She's got to come now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be it. All right, thank you guys. Anything you want to say, Eddie?
No, man, just go Cowboys.
We didn't blow the whistle to start the show.
I had the whistle in my hand, but you never called for
I know,
it.
I
so-
forget every time. I'm shot out of a cannon.
And since you're the leader of our cartel, I'm like, don't worry about it, sir.
All right. Will you blow the whistle last
You
out?
got it,
All
man.
right.
Here we go.
Hey, Patriots playing this weekend?
Yeah.
You're not gonna watch?
They play the Saints. It's gonna be tough, man. We just lost 2 guys on our defense for the year, pretty much, and it's
You
just-
traded for one, though.
yeah, we got JC back, which is
Yeah.
good, but you know,
You got Jesus Christ back?
Yeah.
yeah, my boy,
How do you lose?
lock him up.
Look at that.
Reed, any thoughts on the weekend?
I got no thoughts. I got no
Be
thoughts.
patient, man. Be
Yeah,
patient.
just
We were on the bus
patient, you
yesterday. Reed disappeared. Walked back in the bus. Looked like he didn't know what planet he was from. He just went to sleep. Just slept the whole time. Okay, Eddie, blow us out. We'll
All
get
right.
out of here. We'll see you guys next time.
Here we go.
See you guys.